7 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Eva Marcel Pig Feeks, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky Smiley. On this beautiful Thursday, here are your headline news. President Trump signaled yesterday that the U.S. will not retaliate against Iran for the missile strike on American soldiers in Iraq. For now, it appears that both sides are pulling back from the edge of a potential war.
Right. What do you think about that, Pastor Haynes?
Well, number one, you got to trust the Lion King, and it's hard to do that because, you know, whenever he opens his mouth, it's like an allergic reaction to the truth. So we don't know what's coming out. And it's always been said, in war, the first casualty is the truth. And so our challenge now is to discern what's fact from what's fiction, what's lying from what's, okay, a political agenda. And the whole thing is, this is all in the atmosphere of what? An impeachment that is over his head. And so, again, you always, the politics of distraction.
Yeah.
And so we've got to watch that. And so listening to him yesterday, I'm like, okay, what's the distraction game that's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Knew you was going to break it down.
I appreciate that breakdown. In other news, hundreds of families in the southwest Puerto Rico have been left homeless after Tuesday's 6.4 magnitude earthquake. The earthquake was the largest to hit the island in over 100 years. More than 250,000 people remain without water and 500,000 without power.
Wow.
Man.
Seemed like it just keep hitting them, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Well, that's it for me in headline news. What's going on in sports, Rock T?
What's up there? Eva Bashiva. Check it out, man. Iron Mike Tyson revealed that he hated the king of pop, Michael Jackson, for years until he got to know him a little bit better. He said when he first became heavyweight champ of the world, MJ treated him like a nobody. Tyson said Michael Jackson straight up hurt his feelings, man. Maybe Mike didn't like boxing like that, you know what I'm saying? But as he got to know him, he said it was all good. Shout out to James Harden, Houston Rockets. Trae Young and Atlanta Hawks became the first players to post 40-point triple-doubles in the same game.
What?
In the same game.
Wow.
It is what it is, man. Head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers apologizes for calling his players a bunch of thugs. He said he meant to say slugs.
Wow.
They were playing. They were playing a little bit better of late. So he said, "Listen, man, we're no longer playing like a bunch of thugs." But he said he meant to say slugs. So he had to apologize.
What is a slug?
Somebody that moves slow.
Oh, snail. All right, we're gonna let him make it.
It is what it is, man. So Rock T NFL picks coming up next hour. Stay tuned for that. What's up, Gary?
All right, y'all. Everybody's still scorning Miss Sierra, y'all. Now, Sierra recently celebrated her husband Russell Wilson's big win with the Seattle Seahawks. And they're saying y'all that Sierra, she is really disrespecting her children and she's disrespecting the public. Now, they said she recently told her husband after his big win, she said, "Honey, proud of you, baby, and dang, Russ Wilson, gotta do a dance on you one time." And she posted it, y'all, her doing a dance on this man, on her husband's, on his body, and just shimmery. They say she had on some leather boots. She was wearing these shimmery leather boots. She was wearing a short little skirt and what have you, and his jersey. And people say that's disrespectful to the public and the children.
That's his husband.
It don't matter. Her children get to see that, and that is disrespectful.
First of all, they don't. They're so small that the only thing they see is what she shows them.
Guess what, Eva? Children grow up to be adults, and they're going to play these tapes back and see their mom acting with very strumpish ways. Yeah, they're going to play back the tapes on the film. Yes, and that's not a good look. I just don't, I don't think a woman should, Pastor, is that very godly?
Thank you, Pastor.
I don't know.
Thank you, Pastor.
I just think
Sierra.
she should not put that in the public. She should just go ahead on and do her dance behind the scenes, and that be her and her husband's celebration. Think about it, but I just feel bad for her children, though.
Right.
That they're going to see that.
They're going to be suffering.
They're going to be suffering that their mama had those kind of tendencies. That's just my opinion, though, honey. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is happy ending. On the high end, you say happy ending, and the low end, just say beautiful gray. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. We got the hot spot with the brat up next, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show, 15 after the hour.
What's up?
Get out of bed.
Ricky Smiley, you can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 27 minutes after the hour. That was Johnny Gill right there. Yeah, that was Johnny Gill. You gonna play Johnny Gill? You need to play Where Do We Go From Here? keep on moving.
After the feelings go.
Boy, if I can get Johnny, if I had a wish, if I can get Johnny Gill and Stacey Lattisaw to sing "Where Do We Go From Here," I swear that would be a dream come true.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite Johnny Gill right there. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Good song.
When that video came out back in 86.
Man.
Yes, Brad, what you got this morning?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is The Hot Spot. Our girl, Lil Mo, a friend of the show, she opens up about being in an abusive marriage. She did an interview, and she talked about how she was married to boxer Carl Dargan, and she revealed that she also kicked her opioid habit. And she said he would do horrible things to her. I'm not going to get into all those things, but one of the lowest things that somebody could do is spit on you, and that is something that he did do to her. And she also knew that he was cheating, and she said, I know it's somebody else. You don't even have to tell me. I don't even have to smell perfume. I see hair on you. I can feel it in my spirit. And he acted this way in front of her kids, so, that is not a good thing at all, because you don't want kids to grow up and have been seeing this
Isn't
stuff.
that the guy she was with on the reality show?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think it was, Marriage Boot Camp or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, that's the guy. And he did something on the show. Like, the cameras were right there watching him, and he still did. So, yeah, I'm happy that she's out of that relationship, that she's off of drugs. She said she would wake up and take a Percocet 30, an Adderall, and all that just to get her day started. She said it would make her feel better, and she thought she was cool. She thought she was a functioning addict because she would take a pill, and she would bleach the whole house and clean up, and it would help her with her day. But she said her manager locked her at her mama's house in the basement and said, you're not coming out until you clean. So I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy she kicked that. We're proud of her. I'm actually doing the play Set It Off with her coming up soon again.
Absolutely.
We did it before, and it was awesome. Moving on, y'all. I got the confirmation that Jussie Smollett will not be coming back because Fox Entertainment President Michael Thornton has confirmed that he will not be returning for Empire season's finale. He said, we're not going to bring Jussie back to the show. There were a number of factors that went into the decision to not bring him back, and there were many points of views about if he should come back or not. As hard as the decision was for us, they felt like it was in the best interest of the show and the cast. He said he hopes that all the controversy surrounding Jussie doesn't overshadow the show, which he thinks is bigger than him. And moving on, y'all, Mike Tyson, Rock T touched on the issues that Mike Tyson and Michael Jackson had earlier, but in an interview, Mike Tyson opened up about his relationship with Michael Jackson and said, man, he was a player. Where you at, where you at, Special K?
Yeah, Mike Tyson got that new Valentine's album coming out with all the hits.
Right.
Yeah.
What is it called? What are the songs?
Yeah, like Reasons. Faye. Between the Feet.
So after having issues, Mike Tyson said that they became friends and that Michael Jackson was a genius and not an idiot. He said he was no stupid little feeble looking boy looking like Peter Pan. He was sharp and he knew what time it was, and it blew his mind. It blew his mind. It was ludicrous, right? He also said Michael Jackson was a player who was an expert in seduction and gave him pointers on how to get beautiful women. He said he learned to respect him once he found out that he was a player. And last but not least, I got a couple more minutes to get off into this explosive story. Lord, I know y'all probably tired of hearing about R. Kelly, but the two girlfriends, Lord, the two girlfriends that got into a fight.
I didn't see it.
Honey, let me tell you.
What happened?
Yes,
you see the video?
What happened?
Yesterday, R. Kelly's girlfriends, Azriel and Joycelyn Savage, got into a physical altercation at the Trump Tower condo in Chicago.
What?
And guess what?
What?
Girl, Azriel done captured the whole thing on Instagram.
No.
Oh, yeah, the whole video out. Yeah.
She went in on live, y'all. She said she was just going to get her belongings, and at some point, they started arguing because Joycelyn was mad that she brought men into the condo with her, saying that was a disrespect to R. Kelly's house, and then the argument escalated, and they got into a physical altercation, and you heard Azriel saying to Clary that she was disrespecting his house, and Azriel said she wasn't doing nothing wrong. She just wanted to protect herself during the altercation. You can hear Azriel accusing Joycelyn of sleeping with her when she was a minor, and she threatened to report it to the cops. Lord,
Yeah, she called the police right then.
And
it was a whole fight video. When they got the fight, and then the phone got knocked out of her hand. The phone laid down.
There you go. Oh, my God.
That video, yeah.
Well,
that's crazy.
Let me tell you what Azriel tweeted. She said, if I could be 17 again, today's a good day to go to jail. I know where the skeletons are buried, and you want to play chess? Let's play for the entire world to see.
Oh. I like one of those listeners that just showed that's fake.
What?
That is
all
not fake.
That's fake.
No.
That's not fake. After you didn't win all this doggone time, honey, and now all of a sudden we fighting and stuff, disrespecting the damn house and stuff like that. That is very fake because of these girls trying to get
Chaos is happening, Gary, because R. Kelly is in jail.
That ain't fake.
And
They
they
ain't getting
being
out.
kicked out of it. Because when on the video, if it was fake, why would they have all those packed boxes everywhere?
Exactly.
On the video where they being evicted,
It's not
apparently. That's not fake.
That's not fake.
Okay.
It's a fake move.
All right, y'all, to catch up on music, movies, and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brad Tatan, and that is the
Who gonna go through all that stuff to stage some packed boxes?
Okay.
Nobody's do that.
Please, these people tell them, girl, we're going to put boxes. If you're a good producer,
No.
put these boxes upstairs.
Okay,
Y'all
what
play like
are
y'all
they
fighting.
going to get out of it?
They getting a damn check because R. Kelly's not
who?
coming out of jail.
No,
From
no,
the producer and the people that's going to have them doing this doggone documentary. Please.
No.
They just played this out on Instagram, Gary. So
They play Real Housewives for women out on TV.
they're
Hell,
telling
what's going on
serious
with it?
business.
Oh, Lord, we got your wake-up calls. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY. Special K got news you can't use. Up next, Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
You liar!
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. It is Thursday. That was my good friend, Raheem Devon. All right, y'all, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. We got comedian extraordinaire. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. Special K, what up?
Yeah, just to let you know what the news you can't use is. It's news that's all the way made up, but hey, it's real to me, okay? It's real to me. Now, this morning, what I'm going to be doing is my staff came to me last night, and they had found some interesting...
you and his staff.
You ain't never met the
Hey.
staff yet.
Just keep going.
Okay, that's why they're my staff.
There is no staff.
They're my staff. And they came up with some very interesting, Pastor Haynes, good morning. They came up with some very interesting weird phobias. And this is something I find very interesting. Today's news is sponsored by the Southside Funeral Home in East St. Louis, where the motto is, you kill them, we chill them.
Right.
You slay them, we lay them. You stab them, we slab them. So y'all get them folks some business. Now, Rick, these are some real, actual phobias that people actually have. I'm going to say this is primarily a thing that don't affect our community. Barophobia. You know what barophobia is?
What is it?
The fear of gravity. How do you have a fear of gravity? You just lay down all the time. I don't know what that means.
Right.
Cacophobia. The fear of ugliness or ugly people.
Wow.
That's a real thing. I can tell you some cities you probably need to stay out of.
Don't do
that. But I don't want to offend or affiliates, but I got 3 in mind right now.
I bet I got the same 3.
I got 3 in mind right now.
And I know one of them you talking about. I know the first one
On the
too.
other side of that, you got Venus trapophobia. Venus trapophobia. That's the fear of beautiful women. Now, if you got that fear, I can tell you some cities to stay out of. Dallas being one, Houston being another one,
Yes,
Atlanta
sir.
being another, and the DMV. Don't go to none of them cities. If you
Detroit.
scared of Detroit, if you scared of beautiful women, stay out of them.
I won't
Yeah.
go.
Hey, Pastor Haynes, how about this one? Electorophobia. Electorophobia. It's the fear of chickens or hens.
Those are real phobias?
How easy is it to avoid chickens and hens? Now, the rooster's the one you got to be afraid of.
Because they will run after you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you grab one of those biddies, it's a wrap.
Now, how about,
I learned my lesson as a kid.
Now, this is one Gary definitely don't have. Chromophobia. A fear of colors. Gary definitely don't have that fear of colors. Now, how about this one? This is weird. Nomophobia. That's a fear of being out of service on your cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Are those real phobias?
That's
like
a real phobia. People actually go to counseling for this.
Really?
People's health insurance is actually paying for them to go to counseling because you fear not having a charger for your phone.
Get a
That's
portable charge.
crazy.
Okay.
How about linophobia?
Linophobia. What is that?
The fear of string.
Of who?
Of what?
The fear of string.
String?
Like shoestrings, yeah. People
are scared of shoestring?
And they have an online test that helps determine the severity of a person's linophobia.
That's crazy.
People are wasting so much time in college learning about this. Like, what, Pastor Haynes? I'm saying, choreophobia. You know what choreophobia is?
Right.
The fear of dancing or any situation associated with dancing.
Have you ever heard of lassophobia?
What's lassophobia?
That's a phobia of you doing these phobias that don't nobody want to hear. Coming up next.
Morning show. Okay, I can't sing.
Oh, bring me hold on, y'all. Gary, why you out of breath?
Lord, I thought it was everyone. Oh, no, baby. Honey, I believe that's Shaka and the great Whitney.
You out of breath, Gary?
Oh, Lord. I almost fell out on breath.
Y'all got to make sure y'all watch the video. Ricky Smiley, Gary just went all the way in on I'm Every Woman.
I had a flashback when I heard that song. It reminded me of my teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all shout out to all your friends.
Baby, all the queens, honey, Miss Aaron, Miss Melvin, honey. I know this girl listening. Miss Byron. Miss Melvin. Miss Gregory. Who else? Oh, Miss Armani. She listening over there, Tom Thumb. And Miss Bruce. Miss
He got some of his queen friend with grown man name. What's the name of the name?
Miss Clarence. Miss Walter. Miss Rufus.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Miss Carl.
Miss PT. Oh, yeah, Miss PT, because she is, honey, Shaka Khan, honey.
Gary, you did that in here.
Lord, honey, I had a flashback. I said, girl, I'm going to get up, honey.
Gary just lowered all our testosterone levels by 3% just watching.
Oh, Gary, you...
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary.
All right, everybody make some noise. All right, we got all our tweet and meet in here. We got Phi Beta Sigma in the building. Celebrating 106 years. Phi Beta Sigma, y'all make some noise. What you got, Gary?
This segment is brought to you by Sybil Wilkes Newsletter. Go to blackamericaweb.com to join our community. Every weekday, Sybil provides you the top 5 stories that impact you, delivered directly to your inbox with the What You Need to Know free newsletter. Go sign up. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning, Pastor Haynes.
Good morning, Gary.
Good morning to everybody. Eva. Special K, Roxy, good morning to all y'all asses. Here's what's happening, honey. It's celebrity news, y'all. All right, baby, honey, the princess and the prince, y'all. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that they are stepping back, honey, from their royal duties and the royal purse. Now, they've said that they're about to launch, honey, things that they want to do for themselves. They're saying that they, the two of them went to Canada with baby Archie, where they deeply enjoyed their time from the spotlight. And people are saying, y'all, that they will be moving probably to Canada. Y'all. Here you go. Hit it.
I never thought that this would be easy, but I thought it would be fair. And that's the part that's really hard to reconcile.
She said she said to hell with the queen, honey. She said
nobody want to be a part of that. She hated Princess Diana. Yeah. I mean, go out and be you and live your own life where you can be who you want to be. Right. And that's what you know, that princess, that queen don't like nobody. She means she been living through 15 presidents of the United States.
Yeah, she has.
They've got to be 200 years old.
But I mean, do you think because Meghan is of African descent, she just came there and just shaking up the royal palace? I mean, that's why they don't want black people in there now, because we've changed things. And you think that's why, you know?
What you think she hung up that wooden fork and spoon in the kitchen?
And the picture of Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Yes, out there, baby. The queen said, who the hell is this dog?
You see it, Gary?
Who the hell is this dog? But anyway, baby, this girl grabbing her purse and she's out of there. All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all. Lala Anthony, she's the wonderful wife, y'all, of what's his name? Carmelo. Now this is the deal, y'all. It's being reported that Lala was spotted having breakfast, y'all, with how you pronounce his name? Yaha Abdul Mateen II. Okay. Now they're saying her baby Miss Lala was having a great breakfast, honey, and it was not a continental breakfast with this guy. And people are saying, honey,
it wasn't a continental breakfast.
No continental breakfast. She was not having grits. I mean, donut and juice. That's a continental breakfast. Right. She had a full meal, honey.
Pancakes involved.
Exactly. And they're saying, y'all, and all that stuff.
Oh.
But they're saying that she and Carmelo were trying to get back together again. But my thing is, that's good. And he's a nice looking guy. She deserves to be out with a new man. He looks better than Carmelo to me. And I mean, Carmelo did a dirt, honey. He cheated on a public, and he had an outside child allegedly with another woman. So let Lala have her breakfast. And
I thought they were just together. Didn't you just see an NBA game where she was showing?
Yep.
She was there on the sideline showing Carmelo a picture.
I'm sure she's still supportive.
Listen, just because she's walking with a man does not mean that there's anything romantic.
Okay, look how they walking. Look at this picture.
Right. Look how
He looks cold.
Even just because he was visiting another woman's house and she got pregnant for him, it doesn't mean that they were together, huh?
No. These two walking.
I'm talking about her ex-husband, Carmelo.
I'm not talking about that.
Well, that's what I'm talking
a whole
about.
nother situation.
And that walk looks very intimate, huh? That don't look like no walk.
No,
it doesn't.
No, her hands are in her pocket, and his is holding the water. And the store said they are just friends, and they've been working out together, and he's been giving her tips on acting.
So guess what, damn it? Carmelo and that one was just friends too, but she just happened to get pregnant.
Gary, don't do that.
No. What's good for the gander, good for the geese. Lala, get you a new piece and do public appearances with it. Let the world see that you're not sitting at home waiting, honey, baking cookies hell for Lala.
And that is exactly why it's not a public relationship, because she wouldn't do that. Lala's not that type of girl. She don't like looking like that. She's very classy.
But when you see a damn straight man and a straight woman walking together in the public like that, you're going to assume
they could be doing business together, Gary. Everybody is not romantically involved.
What if they see you with a straight man, Gary? We're going to assume you with a straight man?
No, but first of all, y'all comparing apples to peas. When her husband's with that woman, honey, y'all see how they just remember Ricky was on that damn boat with it, and they put on the boat.
I'm
talking about Carmelo. Y'all talking about I'm talking about Carmelo. Lala have the right, honey. If she with this man, kudos out to her, because she don't need to be suffering no more.
Not with that man.
And that's the problem too. Everybody, how about she's not, damn it, honey, and if she with him, good for her though. He's a nice dark-skinned guy, honey, and that's just what she needs. Just like Carmelo was with his little
Hold on,
woman,
he needs to be dark-skinned?
Well, dark-skinned, he looks better than Carmelo.
In your opinion,
his melanin is better.
Very
to each his own.
Carmelo's
very handsome.
Yeah, well, guess what? This man is handsome too. Go ahead, Lala.
Who do you think paid for the breakfast? He paid for the breakfast.
Of course, he paid for the breakfast. Yeah, he knows Miss Lala's work. I ain't gonna let her sit there and pay for that. Like some of these girls around this table will get done, but no. Anyway, the color today, one of my favorite colors. My color today is happier endings. On the high end, you say happier endings, girls, and on the low end, just say beautiful, great. Like
beautiful, great. Well, how's that, Miss Sing?
Got a nice happy ending for you. You go to massage parlor, get B.E. James to rub you down, and you like very much. Don't worry, he makes it good for you.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. Oh, I got you.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show right here.
It goes a little something like this. 22 minutes after the hour, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Time for the wake-up call.
Wake up, wake up, get yourself together. Come on. He woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes. Be better, wake up, hey. Each other and be productive.
Come on.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from. So come on and tell us and just wake up.
Rise and shine, welcome, and hit your blue and white clock one time. It's your boy Dame, representing Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Omicron Sigma Chapter.
Nathan Johnson, Phi Beta Sigma Omicron Chapter. Blue, hey, you know.
Ken Johnson, representing Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated, Omicron Sigma Blue, buddy.
Yeah.
Frank, you all represent Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated. 106, let's get it.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Red MC, the official DJ national for Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out Theta Mu Sigma, Alpha Mu Sigma, Alpha Theta Sigma, Omicron Sigma, Blue Phi, you know.
Yeah! Come on!
Say Houston, wake up. And Louisville, wake up. Say St. Louis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. Where you at, Gainesville? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Man, celebrating 106 years, y'all. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. One of my favorite Sigmas, man. Bing, what's up, man?
Man, it's bomb all day. Blue Phi. Appreciate you, Ricky, letting us shine, baby.
There it is, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show tweeting me, going down, live studio. Ricky Smiley Morning Show, hey! All right, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 28 before the top of the hour. Everybody make some noise! We having a huge tweet and meet live in the studio. celebrating Phi Beta Sigma 106 years. Rock Teasy,
Yes,
this
sir.
your NFL picks. What you got?
It's Rock T NFL Picks of the Week, man. Can't nobody pick him better than a sports genius except Jesus. Let's get it, baby. We're going to start off with Minnesota and San Francisco, man. It's going to be a defensive tug of war. Expect a good old-fashioned dogfight, but the 49ers will beat the Vikings right there. Houston versus Kansas City. Will Deshaun Watson, will his magic continue? Them Texas boys going into the cold weather of Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will win that game. Rick, you looking at me like I'm crazy.
I was making sure where they was playing and what the weather was going. It depends on the weather.
Come on, man. Kansas City.
If they have good weather, man, Deshaun Watson going to be a problem.
Pick the Chiefs to win that game.
Am I right or wrong? Am I right?
Pick the Chiefs to win that game.
Okay.
Tennessee and Baltimore. Derrick Henry is a problem. NFL's leading rusher right there. Will he have enough to take down Raven Nation? Absolutely not. Come on, that's a grown man.
Where they playing?
Lamar Jackson over there playing in Baltimore. Grown man Lamar Jackson
Derrick
over
Henry
there.
versus Mark Ingram, two Heisman Trophy winners, both from Alabama.
Yes, sir. Pick Baltimore to win that game. Seattle and the Green Bay. Can Russell Wilson go into Lambeau Field and defeat Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely he can. It's like DJ Khaled, because Russell Wilson, all he does is win, 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 baby.
Right.
That's all he does is win, win, win,
He damn
baby.
sure won with Sierra, that's for sure.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Follow me on Instagram at Rock T Holla. If you missed the picks, I got them posted right there live, man. It's going down real big. Rock T NFL Picks of the Week playoffs continue. Let's get it, baby.
There it is. I appreciate it, Rock T. Hey, we got the chicken and waffle mix coming up next. John Lyon on the ones and twos. Up next, celebrate.
Ricky Smiley.
Doesn't it seem like things are always...
Oh, man, it's a party in here, y'all. It's a real party in here, y'all. Man, it is back, man. Big shout out to the original Ricky Smiley and the tweet in me. Y'all remember these folks been down with us since day one when we was over in Valley View Mall. Everybody here, man, Grant Rosa, Jazzy, all of y'all, man, thank y'all so much for coming, man. Our wonderful musician, John Lyon on the one and twos, all the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma. John Lyon, man, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. You had to wake the city up real quick, man. Vibes on a Thursday, of course. Make sure you link me on the Instagram at JAH Lion Sound.
Man, look, shout out to Gary with the T is dressed up a city council meeting. All right, babe. Somebody, Zara had a sale.
Oh, both of them.
All right, let's go to the phone. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Who is this? Hello?
Hey, Sean.
Black Tony. What's up, Black Tony?
Hey.
Where you at, man? Hey, man. Phi Beta Sigma celebrating 106 years, man. You said you was going to come. You said you like the Sigmas.
Yeah, Sean, but look, Sean, I had came over, though. So I turned around and came back to the hotel, so I can't do it.
Bro, you started.
Sean, you got 100 folks in there. I ain't trying to come in there with all the people. You know, Sean, my nerves bad. I get nervous around all them folks, Sean.
Hey, man, bro, you got some Deltas in here. You got a Kaplan in here. You know what I'm saying? You got Grant in here. Come on, bro. You ain't got nothing to be scared of, man. What you think the Sigma's gonna jump you or something?
I get nervous around all the folks, cause I feel like, Shawty, my nerves just bad, Shawty. I came back to the hotel.
Why you go back to the hotel, Black Tony?
Cause, Shawty, I can't come around all that, Shawty. You got 200 folks in there. I ain't trying to come there with all the people, Shawty. Then my nerves get bad. Then that thing, I be having a breakdown, so.
You having a breakdown for what?
Cause my nerves bad, Shawty. I can't be around all them.
Man, that ain't no excuse not to come to work, bro. You ain't been to work in 3 years, man. You calling in every day.
I ain't never been to work, and you ain't never told me what my job description is. My job description.
Your job description?
How the hell I'm coming to work? You ain't never told me what my job description is.
He said description.
Your job description. Black Tony, you ain't been to work so long. We don't even know. You absolutely right. We don't know what you do anymore.
But I tell you what, Shawty, after you get through over there, come meet me in the lobby at my hotel. We'll talk about it. But in the meantime, Shawty.
Well, what you come all the way to Dallas for?
In the meantime, Shawty, that's not the part. In the meantime, Shawty, while you waiting to do all that,
yeah.
Send somebody over here with a Chick-fil-A. I need a chicken biscuit, a hash brown, and a...
Gary C is up next. Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Ricky to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, it is 5 minutes. 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the T.
morning to you. I'm Gary with the T Celebrity Gossip Guru and Colorist. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Jillian Michaels, baby, she was dragged on social media recently because she made a remark about Lizzo. Now they're saying, y'all, honey, when Michael said, honey, she talked about Lizzo and her obesity, and she said, you cannot glorify obesity. It is dangerous. It kills people. Then she went on to say, you know, because people were talking about Lizzo, she said, but why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? That's what I'm saying. Like, why aren't we celebrating her music? Because it just isn't going to be awesome if she get diabetes with a fat ass. She said, I'm just being honest. She said, I love her music, but my kids love her music. But there's never a moment where I'm like, oh, I'm just so glad that she's overweight. Like, why? I don't care. I don't even care. She said, why is it my job to even care about Lizzo's weight? Now, Eva, you're a Los Angeles girl. Now, you know, Jillian is, y'all Los Angeles don't eat. Y'all don't eat.
That's not true.
What?
We definitely eat in Los Angeles. We're a little more health conscious than maybe other places in the U.S., but we definitely eat.
Well, Lizzo, honey, and Jillian, because, you know, Jillian is a health fitness person. And, you know, people do talk about, they glorify her body, and, you know, she could get diabetes. If she get diabetes, she get to lose her feet and all her extremities, some of her extremities and stuff. And that's just not a good look. I mean,
why you say that? You go to the extreme. No, get your medical degree from.
She get diabetes, all of a sudden they're going to amputate her feet, Gary.
If she don't,
you don't sound like somebody grandmama. Diabetes don't mean that they're going to get your feet amputated.
But if you don't take care of yourself, and Jillian just wanted to be well, she said we need to glorify her music, not her.
She could have said it in a different way.
Well, yeah.
What Lizzo is doing is absolutely amazing. What she's doing is she's telling big, beautiful women that they are fine exactly the way they are, and they can make it in the business.
That's nice and all, but they're going to end up on my 600-pound life, and I'm going to be watching.
Yes, that's right.
When that damn doctor come in there and say, hello.
What's his name? Dr. No? Dr. No.
She's going to be on that van ride to Houston.
Lizzo is going to be fine. She is absolutely everything, and she represents the real woman.
Get on that scale, and that scale going to say one at a time, please.
Moving on, child. Another celebrity news, y'all. People are talking about Wendy Williams. Did y'all know allegedly that Wendy Williams had a very much so great affair, honey, with Method Man?
What?
What?
Yeah, they say Wendy Williams, honey, and Method Man had an affair. Now they're saying Method Man and Wendy Williams, honey, that not only did he sleep
Method did that?
Yeah, they say, honey, he slept with Wendy Williams, honey, back in 2006 allegedly, and they're saying he told Wendy during Pillow Talk that he slept with his wife doctor, and his wife was going through cancer, and he slept with her doctor too.
What? Oh, that's just wrong.
Wendy was married in 2006.
Okay, and what does that mean? Her husband was married in 2015.
You answered that. You responded to that.
Yeah, so let's not,
you peed for that.
Okay,
you put that together, then.
Okay, but they say Method Man, y'all. They say he's flatly denying the accusations, honey. They said he quit social media after a blogger posted a photo of him and his wife, and then they're saying a guy by the name of Farrah Grace responded by roasting Method Man alive and accusing him of staging his walk-off of publicity. So Wendy was married and stuff, but, you know, she was still on radio. So, I mean, that was probably allegedly in her heyday.
Right.
When she did that. If she did, though. But Method Man, I mean, he's not something that's just so glorious and so good. But he also wanted to say what Wendy Williams did to him, but I'm not going to say it on the radio. But nevertheless, honey, you know, we just going to keep all parties lifted up in prayer. And this is, you know, Miss Williams, honey, is the queen of all things. My final story, Beyonce is sharing a video with her Ivy Park, what is it, X Adidas? Or 10 Adidas. Because X could mean 10, R could mean 10.
10 probably.
It's with. In conjunction.
Yeah, no, with is with the C in the line on top of it with medical terminology.
But this not medical.
This ain't medical. This is clothes. X is with.
X is 10.
X is 10.
Roman numeral.
Yeah. Ricky, what's X? 10. That's 10.
Okay, what you talking about here?
Anyway, child, Miss Beyonce shared a video, child, with her. Now, she's doing great things. She's doing tennis shoes. She's doing a new line. She said it's fun and it lends itself to creativity, the ultimate power. Now, she said she's designing a unisex collection of footwear and apparel because she said she saw so many men in Ivy Park. How many men y'all see wear Ivy Park? I mean,
they're joggers. It's like athletic wear. So sometimes you can have it on. Someone can have it on. You don't even know. Like Special K wears women jogging suits all the time, and we don't know.
I got one jogging suit from Forever 21, and it was from the man's side.
Got him.
It was from the man's side.
And you giving Special K too much credit. We said Ivy Park, honey. He said Forever 21.
The man side of Forever 21. The man side.
The man side.
Yeah.
So she said she appreciates the beauty of gender-neutral clothing and breaking the so-called fashion rule. Congratulations to Beyonce. Honey. This girl know how to make money, honey. She know who all about her music and stuff, and she's doing what she needs to do for the children.
Gary, I've never seen you dress this nice. You dress like you for city council meeting. It looked really nice. You went to the Zara have a sale. Where did you get that turtleneck?
Zara was having a sale.
How much was that turtleneck?
But I was pissed off about that, though. This sweater was $25, honey.
$25 from where?
From Zara. I don't like to pay $25 for my sweater.
Oh, what's wrong with it? It looked nice. It actually looked nice, but you pay all that money for the other stuff you be wearing and it look like garbage. You should have saw the suit you had on Monday.
Well, look at
it. Looked like that candy that you buy at the movies. Them little
Juju Beans.
Yeah, Juju Beans suit you had on. But look, you paid thousands of dollars for that suit and you paid $25 for a turtleneck sweater and it looked nice.
But look at that Speed Racer outfit you got on.
Excuse me?
Speed Racer.
Excuse me? Hey, dog, I wore this on the Martin Lawrence Lit AF tour.
And you should have left it on the floor when you walked away.
Wow.
It's happy ending on the high. You say happy ending on the low. It say great. And what's that shirt under? Is that a dinosaur?
No, that's the same brand that guy that died, the artist.
Basquiat.
Doggone bet you.
Basquiat.
I got some clothes now.
I recall Gary saying Basquiat.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Well, you need to put a name on it or something because it looks like a dinosaur.
You can see my new champion shoes. Like, you can see these.
When we get paid?
Don't start. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. All right, y'all. 11 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, we got what's trending headlines. Coming up next, Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 14 minutes after the hour, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. The segment's being brought to you by Track Phone. That's right, at Simple Mobile, you get the no contract advantage, no mystery or activation fees, and no contract ever. Simple Mobile, out with the O, in with the simple. Terms and conditions at simplemobile.com. What up, Eva?
What's up, Ricky? Here's what's trending at the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. President Trump signaled yesterday that the U.S. will not retaliate against Iran for the missile strike on American soldiers in Iraq. For now, that means both sides are pulling back from the talk of war. Thank God. In other news, hundreds of families in Puerto Rico are now homeless after Tuesday's 6.4 magnitude earthquake. The earthquake was the largest to hit the island in over 100 years. So in the words of Gary, we're going to keep them lifted up in our prayers. And in some good news, in an interview with CNN on yesterday, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said that she is now cancer-free.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Great. Good luck on that. And for those stories and more, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. What's going on, Rock Teasy?
What up, Eva Pashiva Don Diva? You know what I'm saying? Rock Teasy up in the building. Iron Mike Tyson, former heavyweight champ, revealed recently that he hated the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah, he said before he got a chance to learn him, he said, man, he hurt his feelings, man. When he first became heavyweight champ, he treated him like he was a nobody. And that hurt his feelings.
Right. Because he probably grew up loving Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
Right.
But
Saying,
Never keep it secret.
But when he got a chance to do it, man, he said he blew his mind. He also revealed that Michael Jackson was a player.
Oh, yeah.
Who was an expert in seduction and gave him pointers on how to get beautiful women.
Right.
He said, I learned a lot, and I started respecting Michael Jackson from that point on.
Absolutely.
There it is. All right. What up there, Brickety Tat?
well, let me just tell y'all, Steve Harvey had something to say to Mark Curry. He said, you can't even name a joke I stole. Grow up, man. Steve Harvey calling BS on Mark Curry's claims that he stole jokes from him, and he want to challenge him. He like, give me specifics or STFU. For those of you who knows what that means, STFU, I can't tell you. You got to look it up. They said Mark Curry just been ranting on, and Steve Harvey said, if you got this, and if this is true, and you feel like I did this, give me some receipts.
Ooh.
What you think,
Ricky?
Well, I think if the bigger, I just don't see what the point of it is. Why talk about it now? He talking about from Showtime at the Apollo days. That was 1980 something.
But don't you comedians sometimes just borrow material when it's not like a big deal? Like
yeah, you ask a comedian, can you borrow that? Can you use that joke? And you pay him for it and get his permission.
Right. But Rick, at this point, what difference do it make?
Yeah. You have to let it go.
That's bruh, Mark, and that's
this comedian's out here doing Lil Darnell now with thick glasses on. I don't get mad. I don't care. Right. It's above me now.
Right.
this is Captain.
Rick Morning Show, 28 minutes after the hour. All right, y'all, we got the one and only Jeff Johnson. Got 3 things you need to know right here. Rick's Morning Show. Jeff.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Yes. Jeff, I know you got a lot today because there's a lot going on.
It's a whole lot going on. I'm not even sure where to start, but I know that this Iran piece is going to continue on and on and on. For those that think that a stand down means that this is over, that is not the case. We saw that after attacking and killing an Iran general, that Iran attacked back. Many people have been made aware that they attempted not to kill any U.S. Soldiers in their attack. But, Rick, there's so many people that don't believe this is over, that while this missile attack may have been a diplomatic or a national response, that there are going to be further attacks that happen through those that support the Iran government. And so it's going to be interesting. I think that Trump has been urged to be calm in this. But you and I both know that what's happening behind the scenes is a whole other piece. Rand Paul was one of several senators that was upset yesterday when they came out of a briefing where the president was describing why he did the attack. And not only did they not have all their questions answered, they were essentially told not to ask any more questions or challenge him further, and just go along with what was said. I don't know the last time we saw more than one Republican publicly be angry with Trump about not receiving information, about there being misinformation. And as a result, this is going to be interesting, Rick, that, because it reeks of the weapons of mass destruction memories in the public's memory of us being told we were going to war for a reason and there not being a reason for us to go. So this will be really interesting to see what happens next, and the implications, in my mind, this isn't any less serious because it seems like there's a stand down. It just means that we're going to have to wait and see what happens. The second thing that I want to talk about is there is a movement going on to raise awareness about a prison in Mississippi where 5 prisoners have died in 10 days.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. This is the Parchman Prison in Mississippi. And Walter Gates, Gregory Emery, Roosevelt Holloman, Dolores Howe, and Terrence Dobbin have all died since, since December 29th. And what's crazy about this, Rick, is that prison officials are attempting to blame this on gang violence. And there have been several reports, one, even from the Mississippi Department of Health, that conditions in these Mississippi prisons have not improved over a decade. And you're talking about everything from reported sewage in water to lack of food to lack of lights, in some cases even lack of power, let alone where prison guards are accused of initiating violence, and then as instability happens, they blame the ultimate violence on prisoners. And so, one, for this number of prisoners to die in this short amount of time in one prison requires a whole nother level of investigation. 2, we clearly understand that prisons in the United States are often, if not always, under-resourced. The prisoners are not given the things that they need. And I think the worst part, Rick, and sometimes it has to be blamed on us, is that we just let our brothers and sisters get locked up and forget. And so the people that say prisoners, why should prisoners have all the things that they need? Because they're humans. And the fact that they're behind bars means they're paying their debt to society. You don't treat someone inhumane in the process of them paying that debt to society. That's not what the law says. And so I hope that you all will pay attention to this. If you're interested in more information, you can go to the IG page Until Freedom. That's Until Freedom. to find out more. Follow What You Can Do. They're raising some money. There's some protests that are going on. But it's one of the most accurate social media sites that I saw that'll give you information on what's happening in the prison there. Last but not least, as I get out of here, I think, Rick, listen, we are in a time when everything that we do has repercussions. And it's interesting. I'm looking at this. There's this Japanese billionaire that decided to give away more than $9 million to 1,000 people on Twitter.
Wow.
To see if it improves their happiness. Now, you heard me right. All they had to do to get it was retweet him. This is an online shopping mogul, Yusaka Mwezawa. I hope I pronounced that right. He's divvying up what amounts to 1 billion yen among the Twitter users. And in an announcement on YouTube, he called it a contest, a serious social trial to see what impact 1 million yen would have on a person's life. Now, all of us can tell you right now, we already know what that experiment looks like. If you nuts broke, you nuts with money.
Right.
And no amount of money is going to make you happier. No amount of money is going to fill up what's empty. No amount of money is going to make what is not whole. Now, it might help you pay off some bills, and that's fantastic. But it's so interesting for him in what is clearly a publicity stunt to even pretend that 1 million yen, which translates to a little over $91,000, is going to change people's lives in a way that is going to make them happy if they're not happy.
Right.
So as we go into 2020, y'all, please get the bag.
There it
Make
is.
that money. Do everything you need to, but don't think that bag gonna make you happy.
Right.
Because we all know people with some serious damn bags. They got some serious damn depression.
All right, there it is. Hey, Jeff, appreciate you, man. We love you, man. There it is.
Right, man.
Jeff Johnson, 3 things you need to know. We got Eva's Corner up next. You don't want to miss it. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Make some noise.
Get out of bed.
All right, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Y'all make some noise. Man, I like that. Every time I say Ricky Smiley, all the segments in the say to this back. All right, let's do it. Let's start over. All right, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Make some noise. Celebrating 106 years, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded 1914. So we got Delta Sigma Theta Founders Day coming up Monday. And it is, and AKA's coming up too Wednesday. So it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a studio full of, and Zeta Phi Beta on Thursday. So it's gonna be a party all week celebrating these great, wonderful, awesome organizations. Eva, what you got this morning?
I wanted to
All the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Sorry about that. We're still working out the kinks. We're still getting used to all these new intros. Program directors, relax. We got it. There you go. What up, Eva?
Good morning, Ricky. So I wanted to talk to all the parents out there, the moms, the grandmas, the people that are responsible for feeding these children.
Okay.
Now, I want us to take a second and realize that we are responsible for our children's health, especially as it pertains to childhood obesity.
Right.
And the numbers since 1970 have tripled in the U.S. It is absolutely crazy. I would like to say it has a lot to do with not just our food and our fast food that we're eating, because there are some good options at some of these fast food places. But if you think about it, Rick and Brad, we are not living how we used to live. When you used to come home from school, you did your homework, and you used to do what?
You was excited to go outside and play and run around.
Right, that's it.
Play with bugs and ride your bike and have a block party and everything.
Thank you. And it wasn't real exercise as far as you knew it to be, you know?
Right.
But you didn't realize that you were making sure that your body was active, and your parents and your grandma say, go outside, you know, y'all walk to the store or go around the corner to, you know, your cousin's house to pick up some flour. Right. But nowadays, we don't do that. These kids have these iPads, which is great that they're learning technology in 2020.
But they don't exercise.
Exactly. Right. And so childhood obesity numbers are skyrocketing, and parents, it is our responsibility and duty beyond just giving these kids good food and making sure they get water, but they need to get active.
I take my grandson in that backyard and run his little ass back. I got videos out. Run. I said, run. Go over there to that trampoline. I said, jump. I said, keep jumping, keep going. I said, now run back down there, run back. Yeah, get him. You know, they need fresh air exercise. We went out and played Little League. We played not even just Little League, football. We played football every day, basketball every day.
We left the house and didn't come back to the street light came on.
Baseball with a tennis ball and a mop handle. Baseball.
That's it.
Oh, that's the high and go seek, high and go get it.
I mean.
Today, I want to implore the parents and the guardians of all of these beautiful children that are going to end up being the leaders of our nations later to make sure that you give these kids what our parents gave us, which is time to smell the air and to go outside. Let these kids go outside, and we need to be a lot more conscious about what we are putting in these kids' body because these kids grow up to be adults, and these adults have health issues.
Right, because if you watch my 600-pound life, when they show the childhood pictures, all the little kids in front of a birthday cake with a lot of icing on. You'll never see none of them with a baseball or football.
What am I going to do with you, Ricky Smiley?
But that's a good point. Why they got to show the picture of them eating in front of a cake?
Get off the floor, Rick. Get off the floor.
I am not doing this with you. But parents, I just want you to be a little bit more conscious. It's the top of the year. We're still setting New Year's resolutions and deciding how we want this year to shape up for us and our family. And just be more conscious about what you're feeding your kids and be more conscious about letting them get outside and be children so they don't end up on Ricky's favorite show, My 600-Pound Life.
I ain't never seen an episode of My 600-Pound Life with them out there with a basketball or baseball. It always be their second or third birthday party. They be in front of a cake with some thick-ass 3-inch icing. Big-ass pieces. They be about 2 years old.
Well, thank you, Rick.
A whole pepperoni piece on a birthday cake. Said, I don't know what happened to me.
Well, we don't want those cases. So that concludes Eva's Corner for today. But parents, take care of your babies. They are your responsibility.
The Ricky Smiley Morning Show, baby.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire.
All right, y'all. Rick's About the Morning Show. 9 minutes after the hour, y'all. We about to play this game. First, I want to thank all of our affiliates and all of our new listeners. Thank y'all for letting us be on your airways. We really appreciate it. We are humble and grateful. We know that you can listen to other morning shows, but you chose us, and we thank you. So don't take that for granted. So we're about to play this game called Two Truths and a Lie. All right, so we're going to start with Gary with the T. And since we got studio guests, we have Phi Beta Sigma Day. So Phi Beta Sigma is celebrating 106 years. Wonderful organization, man. I love these bros. And so you're going to be doing, Gary, and tell everybody your name and where you're from.
A.K.A. Black Gold from the chat room, everybody.
Black Gold from the chat room.
Right. Say your first. Oak Cliff, that's my hood.
There it is. Put it in your face, make it understood.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to be doing Gary with the T. Okay. All right, so you ready?
Okay. I was well known for extraordinarily roller skating skills during my college years. I used to wear braces because I had double teeth, and my father was a mortician.
Now, which one is a lie? Yeah, read it again, Gary.
I was well known for extraordinary roller skating skills during my college years. I used to wear braces because I had double teeth, and my father was a mortician.
You had extraordinary roller skating skills. That's a lie.
Yeah, you're correct.
Wow.
Yes.
That sounds like a skater.
I'm glad you got that second one right, because you got some big teeth. You got some big teeth. He didn't even have braces. They put them in a fence. All right, so we're doing Special K next. What's your name, brother?
Chris Rayon from Houston. H-Town, stay down.
There it is. H-Town. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us right now in H-Town. All right, Special K, you ready?
All right, two truths and a lie. Number one, I was a male stripper for several years prior to becoming a comedian. Number two, I once got into a physical fight with an usher during a church service. And number 3, I'm a veteran that served time in 2 branches, the Marines and the Air Force.
Which one is the lie?
The stripper.
You think the stripper?
Yeah, I think you're lying about being a stripper, fam.
You didn't think nobody would pay to see that?
Why you gotta put me on the spot, though?
You can't ask him that question, but you are absolutely wrong.
He was a stripper.
That one was true, yeah.
He was a stripper.
I was a stripper for like almost 10 years.
What was your stripper name?
Before I became a comedian.
What was your stripper name?
Twinkie. Well, it was special.
So the lie was he never got into a fight with one of the ushers at church, and he served in the Air Force
and the Marines,
and did about 2 years in prison and couldn't get in the White House.
Hey! They should put that on there.
He put that on there.
Nobody need to know that.
All right, so we got Eva Marcel, and tell everybody your name.
My name is Jasmine. I'm from Arkansas.
Jasmine from Arkansas.
Hey, Eva.
Right. We met her at Grand Lux sitting at the bar having dinner, and we invited her, and she came. We so glad you're here, Jasmine.
Thank you.
She had about 3 beverages. She was feeling good. How many drinks you had that day? How many drinks you had that? You had 4 drinks? What was you drinking?
I had a sidecar, and then I back door and had a bourbon smash.
And you had 4 of them?
I had 2 sidecars and 2 bourbon smashes.
All right for the sidecar.
Boy, she was lit.
We had fun.
She was licking. She was batting her eyes at me almost.
All right, Jasmine. So we started to get to know each other. I need you to hold me down, all right? 2 truths and a lie. I have a brown belt in Taekwondo. I am an accomplished trombone player. And I used to work for an aerospace engineering company. Which one's the lie?
Ooh. Number 2.
Baby, I played the trombone.
Eva, are you serious?
You played the trombone? My grandfather's a trombone player. My dad's trombone player.
Eva, you play the trombone?
Yes.
Can you still play?
A little bit.
Brad, you play drums?
I play the drums.
Eva, you got to pull out your horn because we can do some little simple music, get the instrumental, and do some simple, I didn't know you played the trombone.
Something about me today. Yeah, I played trombone. I've been playing
trombone. I
played
the trumpet.
I started with the piano, but I played trombone since I was in middle school through college.
Damn, you blow that thing.
Yeah.
You blow that thing. We got the hot spot with the brat coming up next, y'all. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I don't believe it, y'all. It is 29 minutes after the hour. Make some noise in here. First tweeted me, started our year off with Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded in 1914. Happy Founders Day to all my bros in blue and white. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming this morning. We done had a whole party in here.
Okay, we had a good time.
So, what you got this morning, Brett?
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tet, and this is the Hot Spot, where you get music, movies, and more. Starting off with the movie Just Mercy. It's based on the incredible true story of Brian Stevenson, a modern-day hero, and Just Mercy is a deeply moving and inspiring film about one man's never-ending fight for justice against all odds. It is starring sexy-ass Michael B. Jordan as Brian Stevenson, Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx, and Academy Award winner Brie Larson. This is in theaters everywhere, January 10th, and so is Bad Boys for Life. Yeah.
One more time.
Moving on to the TV hotspot, y'all. February 6th, Lord Have Mercy Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition is coming out, where you gonna have CeeLo Green and his wife. I ain't never really seen CeeLo do nothing like this. Jocelyn Hernandez, so you know it's gonna be some drama. Styles P from the
Who's she married to?
I don't know who they coupled up in there with, but they the most important people. That's who we want to know about. And then we got Michelle Lay gonna be on that thing, so it's a whole lot of different things.
What you say, Brad?
All right, y'all, moving on to this more besides music and movies. Khloe Kardashian, they saying she back in love with Tristan Thompson. What y'all think about that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That makes sense.
Just in time for Black History Month. She should get back with her man.
Wait a minute, she back with Tristan for real?
Listen, a source says she was all over him at the Christmas party, and he really playing into it by leading her on and flirting the whole time until they eventually spent the night together, honey. And that's what that source.
And he just gonna leave that fine ass baby mama out there.
He did her initially.
That's his baby mama too.
Yeah, but that first baby mama, Fido.
But they saying he been a good
first
father.
baby, I don't care. Hey, Super Day.
Oh Lord.
Super Day.
Hell yeah.
On for real, bro.
For real.
On everything, on some Pitbull puppet. That first baby mama fire.
Looks like not everything, Ricky.
I don't give a damn about no Chloe. That first baby mama fire.
Beautiful girl.
Well, I wish. I'll take her. You know what? I'll take her. I don't play no basketball, but I'll take that one.
They say he been taking care of his kid very well and trying to make Chloe happy, so that's good.
But what about her kid?
Yeah,
The first one.
I'm sure he take care of the kid. Nobody complaining right now.
Without a daddy, Chloe baby got a daddy. The daddy with her. So no.
The other baby has
so
a daddy.
So you don't have a daddy if the daddy ain't with you?
No.
So when your daddy got married to somebody else, did you not have a daddy?
No, when my daddy got married to somebody else, he was dead, honey. He died. He left my mama a widow.
He got married after he died?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh, Lord, y'all. Well, last but not least, in Chicago, while Instagram Live was rolling yesterday, R. Kelly's girlfriends, Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage, got into a physical altercation at the Trump Tower condo. She went to the condo to get some of her belongings, and she started arguing with Joycelyn to the fact that she brought somebody with her to the condo, which was total disrespect to R. Kelly. Well, Azriel claimed that Joycelyn attacked her during the altercation. You could hear Azriel telling Joycelyn, you had sexual whatever with me when I was a minor, and you shouldn't have did that. And oh my God, it got real deep. Y'all got to see that video. Right, it is crazy.
Right now, we need to speak positively into that situation with R. Kelly right now.
Let's do it.
Everybody, we just want to get everybody hold hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Turn to the person next to you and look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I love you.
I love you.
Neighbor, I love you.
I love you.
You know, we just want to pray right now that them girls get out of that apartment. You know, R. Kelly's not coming home.
Man.
Won't be coming home for a while.
Wow.
Let that 22-year-old girl and that 24-year-old girl in the apartment fighting.
Speak on it.
And we want right now peace in the Trump Towers.
Wow.
For they have been evicted.
Lord.
They won't be there no more.
Won't be there no more.
R. Kelly got a lot of time.
A lot of time.
He won't be getting out. And we're going to speak.
Speak on
we
it.
are asking for an empty apartment. An empty apartment. Send them children back to their mama.
Yes.
Empty apartment. And we need peace in the Trump Tower. Because Trump himself, he ain't peaceful. But we need for his towers. Because the towers got our people in it. And need them girls to go back home to their mama. Not now, but right now. Not now. But right now.
Smiley Morning Show.